for kids, 80% of their character is developed by age 5. So by the time they get to school, they're pretty well formed. The work that we're doing where we're interacting with kids and talking with them about loving Jesus and knowing that they are loved and that they have a purpose, that is building their character so that when they get to school, when they are age 5 and that's set in stone or beginning to be set in stone, they are people that will change the world. What I love about this church is that it's not just childcare downstairs. Even in our nursery with the infants, there is spiritual development that's happening. Every one of our classes is focused on developing the kids mentally, spiritually, and building relationships, because right now that's so important in our world.
There's this one little boy that we've seen a ton of growth from. When he first came in, he didn't want his parents to leave and was very shy to all the people. He's grown so much. He willingly walks in, he talks to everybody, he answers the questions for the Bible stories. I even helped him write his name the other day. He started knowing how to do it, which is really cool to see the growth.
I had a little boy one time who I was teaching about Noah's Ark, and I had these little stickers. They're foam and adhesive. He kept looking and looking, and I said, you can have more than one. You can take any kind you want. And he says, no, it has to be the same. He said, you said they go on 2. And so he wanted 2 matching turtles. Even I was like, oh, duh, moment, here I am, the teacher. It's like they're getting it even when you think they're not.
We want a wide variety of generations, a wide variety of people interacting with our kids. We want guys and girls. And I will tell you, when we have guys down there, it changes the dynamic in those classrooms. We will have boys that all of a sudden will totally open up and they love their gals, but if there's a guy down there, they just gravitate towards that. We have a lot of places where people can be involved that are high impact and some that are low impact. So we have those regular Sunday classroom teachers, but we also just need people that can run a checking computer on Sundays. We need people to help out at events. We need people that would be willing to clean our toys, and whether it's in front of the scenes or behind the scenes. We have a whole list of ways people can be involved, and every job is laying that foundation for our kids to love Jesus and to change their life. We want leaders that will look at a kid and just light up and say, I'm so glad you're here today, because that's what makes kids want to come back. And that's what ultimately is going to introduce kids to Jesus. New Life Kids is a huge part of changing that next generation, raising world changers, not just good kids, but strong adults who are going to stand up like Daniel and do the right thing even when it's hard and change the world for Jesus. There is no more impactful job, because you're impacting potentially the next 80 years of someone's life because of the way you're investing. So it's never a tiny investment when you're dealing with kids.